Hello, I'm Aubrey Shepherd, and it's the 4th of November 2013 from Fayetteville, Arkansas. There's a hawk on the ground in South Fayetteville in a neighborhood there next to the post that holds the mailbox. And he flew off right after that. Of course, I didn't get that video, but was carrying something that might have been a snake. It was certainly a big earthworm, if it was. Scenes from downtown on the square, or these are on the Dixon Street area, and we had some nice clouds that day, and that was, well, let's see, let's go on. There are some vines that I want you to take note of. See those little berries? Well, they're bigger than life in this picture. They are tiny, and they're the the Passiflora lutea, passion vine, tiny yellow passion vine. Okay, Veterans Day Parade on Sunday the 10th, 2:10. Oh, well, you saw the sign. Hope you, hope you got it straight. And on Monday, there'll be free lunch for some veterans in town, some places. Okay, there's a tiny pale purple pink type flower at World Peace Wetland Prairie. Can't remember the name of it. It comes up every year late in the season. Certified wildlife habitat. I wish more parts of this town were certified wildlife habitat. For instance, along the trails, trail construction going on. This is a trail bridge being built behind Randy Parrish's garage on South School Avenue, and it's also next door to one of the very popular Mexican restaurants in South Fayetteville, and that is going to cross Tanglewood Branch, and these guys are actually drilling down into the all the way down to the shale. There's a deep soil there. First, it's well, that's fill dirt over there next to the creek. That wasn't natural. This was a gentle slope out to the riparian zone, and it was filled a few years ago. So you see somebody dug a ditch through there today, let the water out of the parking lot because they built that berm along the stream bed some time back. And of course that violates the streamside protection ordinance. You don't create a non-vegetated swale into the stream, and you don't build a bridge or anything else that's near the trail unless you're the city fathers building these trails. And that shows looking out to the east from behind the Mexican restaurant and across Randy Parrish's parking lot, which he's losing part of. Now he may be struggling against it, but it's being done. So the best he can do is hope to get some compensation for at least the amount of street frontage he's losing, and that parking lot that's been there since before he bought it years ago. So there's the opening to the stream, looking across to the southwest to the western edge of the Tanglewood Branch, and these guys are, you see the drilling machine, it's driving these holes down in there, putting in a structure to hold up the bridge foundation. And that's gives you an idea just how radical an activity this is. See, they haven't even hit bedrock there. They won't till they get down pretty deep, basically at the same level as the stream bed is eroded out. And so that's, you can see they really aren't going to be able to keep any mud from running off that hill with those things they put in. There's a gadget that's drilling under the street, out toward the street and across the street, to put in some of the pipes that are necessary to go with this new trail crossing of the street. See where this cuts across Parrish's property, which went up all the way to your left there. And anyway, these are some of the interesting machines that they have to do this kind of work. I mean, it's amazing. Oh, there's Randy himself. He's trying to smile, even though this is going on and pretty upsetting to his business potentially. But anyway, it's taking his property, and he's going to have to show the accurate old, long time ago documents to show that he should still own that property. Till next time, it's Aubrey Shepherd asking you to do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure, and the woods green. See you. Hello, it's Aubrey Shepherd on the 7th of November 2013, and we'll see some photos from Fayetteville, Arkansas. That's a tiny, not tiny, that's a small yellow flower in bloom up on Rocher Hill, or Rocher Heights, formerly a nursing home and a few apartments, and now a site of many apartments. And this is the little tiny nature area that was preserved there by agreement with the developers, thanks to the engineer who was overseeing the project when it first began. And this is Gaura, G-A-U-R-A, beautiful native small flower, and it happened to be in bloom also up there. The dominant species of grass on that parcel is little blue stem. Little blue stem is a wonderful prairie grass. It also grows in woodland and savanna type woodland, and it's much in demand for wildlife, particularly some species of butterflies and so forth, but also as quail food. Quail are scarce in Arkansas and have been for some years. So we're glad to keep a little bit of that on top of that mountain, even though most of it's gone. You can see the little blue stem there going to seed, and it's like many other things, it has little tufts that can sort of help it blow away, carry the seeds. There's a milkweed pod. That's the small milkweed, and it's pretty common. It used to be very common on that mountain. Okay, here we're looking at coral berry. It's also called buckbrush. It's a good native species. The berries will likely stay red for a good bit of the winter. Of course, the deer will still be sneaking in there despite those apartments and checking things out. That's big blue stem, gone to seed. And that's another liatris, and you see these things are beautiful before they bloom and in full bloom, and even after they've gone to seed. And they are precious, beautiful native wildflower on our prairies, and in some small degree in the somewhat shaded areas. So you can see liatris and little blue stem together in several of these photos, and the big apartments in the background. Question for the future, of course, will be whether this parcel, what you can see in the background there, it's on the slope, the north slope facing the university, and will it be kept as prairie, or will that non-native grass they plant on the field earth there, will it take over? Well, let's hope not. Let's hope they manage it by never mowing the prairie part in the growing season. That means if there's any mowing to be done, it should be done in December, January, or February. Now, this is looking out from the top of Rocher Hill at the View Apartments, and the view is of Pinnacle seasonal wet prairie, and you see the trail running through it there. That is the end of the trail where it hits 12th Street, and so between that mountain, parts of that mountain that remain, and World Peace Wetland Prairie and the Pinnacle Wet Prairie, you've got still a great deal of natural beauty. This is, of course, on the, it would be the northeast part of the edge of this mountain down where the railroad crosses. And in these pictures, you're looking at the west end of the tunnel, which actually is just a culvert put in under the old tunnel. And if you look through there, you can see some of those Hill Place apartments. And then you see the filled earth that they have not stabilized yet. Not sure how they're going to stabilize it, but it'll be an engineer's job to figure that out. That's the old trestle. I've shared pictures of it in different situations here for a long time. And you see it's paved, but the lead up to the tunnel mouth has not been paved. And out there at the end, there was pavement back. Now we're looking from east to west through the old tunnel. Okay, that's a Coreopsis, a tick seed variety, and it's quite beautiful and still in bloom even on a frosty morning. Until next time, this is Aubrey Shepherd asking you to do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure, and the woods green. See ya.